Hello, Active Sage here on the Sage channel, and we're back in the Arena Commander module. I'm in the stock Hornet they provide you with. I'm going to go ahead and do some actual combat this time. So, drone combat, let's do Dying Star. I think it should look pretty nice. And then, of course, Vanduul Swarm. And let's go ahead and launch.
Vanduul Aerospace.
Alrighty, here we are.
Systems online.
Oh, one of my allies nearly hit me. That was scary. Anyway, there we go. Color faded in. Very nice. And basically, there's 15 waves in this mode, and every time you defeat a wave, it sort of does new wave incoming in 5 seconds, and does a nice little countdown. And of course, you can press T to target an enemy, or I believe it actually cycles through them, or R to select the closest enemy. And middle mouse button is target your missiles, and once that locks, press middle mouse button again. Let's aim missile go. And I think that missile will probably get. Yep, got him. And let's go ahead and see what's behind me. I'm pressing brake or spacebar to brake a bit, and having a bit of trouble lining him up. There we are. So in the beginning, they don't launch flares or anything, as far as I can tell, to stop the missiles. You can just pretty much wipe them out. Oh, he actually managed to dodge it somehow. But it still swung back and got him. Alright. Okay, let's see. Also, the music. They have a music system in this game that should automatically try to match the music. It's early days, so it doesn't exactly work. Also, to fire your weapons, it's left mouse button and right mouse button, and that unloads. And of course, it's doing the auto-targeting thing. I say, of course. When you line them up on them, it automatically tries to compensate for where they're going, which at times can be pretty good, but a lot of times I find it's actually can be a bit frustrating. It seems like it's overcompensating. Of course, the enemy is trying to do a few maneuvers, so of course the guns are going in whatever direction he's drifting, but he's suddenly changing his direction, causing troubles. I find the easiest way can sometimes seem to be to get really nice and close to them. And of course, as I said in my other video, the normal controls are W for forward, S for slow down. You can't actually go backwards unless you go into decoupled mode. Spacebar is the brake, and shift is boost. A and D rotate you to the right and to the left, and I am getting really irritated at this guy now. I'm just going to hold space and line him up. And you might see there my target reticle every now and again goes to a diamond instead of a circle, a green diamond to be exact. That's sort of like the, okay, you should have like a guaranteed hit, I believe. So, ta-da, wasted. It's strange though, sometimes it says they commit suicide. I suspect it's something to do with like maybe you blow off a wing and it hits them. It's pretty interesting. I did also see that people in my comments in the last video, they said that you can do Control F and it locks your target reticle sort of to the center of the screen. So you can sort of aim and fight like this, which is pretty cool. But I did also see people on Reddit that also pointed this out. They were suggesting that you should probably up your mouse sensitivity. So let's try to take out one guy like this. And I'm so tempted just to aim at the other guys. Yeah, I'm not used to it now. See, having a little bit of trouble getting to line these guys up. There we go. Of course, the idea with having it locked means you can turn at full turn speed and still be able to keep a target aim on them. Of course, this means you're going to have to pick up your mouse and move it if you're doing a whole lot of turning, but it's pretty good. Oh. And of course you can see there, I'm getting a bit finicky. I think I need to get a bit calmer with my movements to give me more precision. Come on, let's line up on you, you prick. Get back here. I was watching Scott Manningly's video. He was pretty irritated at the fact that you cannot easily strafe and do other interesting space things, and I have to agree. In, you know, Space Engineers, whenever I'm playing that, you can see a lot of times I like to, blimey, this is a lot better, I think, having it locked to the middle. I'm liking this a lot more. It still seems to do the auto-target thing, except for it seems like it's a larger area of the auto-targeting. Interesting. Anyway, he was, and I often do like to do side-strafing stuff, and, you know, Space Engineers is full of that whenever you do combat. And of course, Space Engineers doesn't have the most realistic of thruster setups. I didn't realize he was right in front of me! Holy crap, that was scary! Yeah, okay. Well, that caught me off guard. My ship seems to be a bit jumpy. Whew, sorry. That caught me off guard. Oh, blimey. Anyway. Oh, 4 people now. Little King. Let's see if we can target Little King. And you see at the right there, it has different targets. I pressed T twice to switch to him. Okay, and I'm being shot at. Oh, Z launches your flares, by the way, and critical shields. At the... Oh my god, I am in trouble here, and I can't even tell where he is. Well, I should be using my radar at the bottom, and this big arrow at the top of the screen. Z... Oh my god. Yeah, I crashed into something. Oops. Yeah, there you go. Press X to respawn. Not exactly my best. Let's, no, I'm gonna do Control F again to lock that, because that seems more enjoyable. Let's target this guy in front of me instead of trying to go for one specific guy. There we go. He's done. Next, please. Thank you very much. I do sort of find it strange that you brake to turn. It makes sense, but at the same time, if you're at a low speed and then you turn and do shift, you'd think it would turn you even faster because, of course, the jet's at the back of this vehicle. If I can slow up, I can't really see him. But yeah, they're at the very bottom. You can see it. The jet there. It's it's sort of a multi-directional thing. So if you think that you could aim up, if you're at a low speed, let me slow up. Hopefully nobody will shoot at me while I'm just sitting here. Okay, they're shooting. But you think you could aim up and it would sort of direct the thrust and give you a quick turn. But it doesn't seem to. Anyway, let me get back into my cockpit. That way my UI is actually showing up. And let's try to line up on this little guy, shall we? And rotate around. There we go. I did see some people in the comments, back onto the subject before I blew up, of wanting to drift in different directions, you know, strafe and all that, which I think is probably a necessity in the long run. But I saw somebody say you could do Control and I believe it was Caps Lock, and now G-Safe is off, and I believe this lets you turn even faster. So, like it turning really quick. I'm not seeing it. But I believe you're supposed to, you can turn super quick now and have a blackout. I believe he said if you press it again, it turns off constat stability, which I believe is actually what I was wanting, this sort of free float way, where it's now, yeah, it looks to be more like I'm in control. Let's see. Yep, that does appear to be it. Let's see, can I, oh, okay. Now how do I side strafe though, that's the question. Because, oh, yep, that's no good.
75%. Alert.
Okay. Aft shields, that's no good. By the way, if I press F4 at the top left there, you can see it switched to the shield interface, and you can see that my back shields are at 0%, and you can see that there's a little display at the top left there! And it's showing that there's no cube there, which is its way of displaying the shields. It's a bit annoying, frankly. I wish it would actually show, like, sort of just the bubble map that actually shows up around your real ship. That way you could also tell where you're actually being hit from slightly easier than it currently is. Come on, you bugger. Yeah, now you're in trouble. Why are you just sitting there? What the heck was that? That's some pretty cool looking wreckage though, isn't it? Look at that. It's a bit blurry. I think it's having a bit of like a depth of field thing, but that's cool. Also, another thing. Did you hear that? It was saying hold for automated repairs. Do you mean hold still? I've done that. Nothing happens. Do you mean hold a button? I don't see a button prompt. Anyway, that's something else. Let's see. I don't know what this concept stab thing did. Exactly. I mean,
shields charging.
Have a missile. Let's see if he actually deploys flares, shall we? I don't think. No, he didn't.
Scanning.
I do believe that you get more missiles in between rounds, though, which means I shouldn't be going so sparingly, because if I do F2, it switches over to my weapons interface on the left there. And you can see that I have, down at the bottom, I believe those are my missile complements, and I have a fair few missiles there. Wowzers, that was scary. Did we not run into people? Where'd he go? There he is. Brake, and come on, line him up. There we go. Come on, you little prick. Wonderful. Woo! Wreckage.
Scanning.
Okay, let's go ahead and... So I guess if I did decouple... It's still not handling exactly like I'd like. It does seem to be with constat off and decouple now. If I do, oops, wrong button, tab, I can look around, but it, see like that little movement thing seems like it wants to stay more off to one direction. It still comes back to the middle. That's annoying. Because now I should just be moving where it shows that little bugger. I don't know. It's strange. Let's turn that back on. Let's keep firing at this guy because I think I just got distracted from something I wanted to talk about, which is unfortunate. Come here. Alright, I believe I was talking about my missiles. And the fact that after each round... No! I was hoping I'd be able to lock and fire straight into his face at close range. I might as well just shoot him from this close now. Yeah, this does seem much easier with it locked to the center, and much more enjoyable. Whew. That scared the crap out of me, that piece. Imagine having this with the Oculus. That would be such fun. Even though I think it does need a lot more polish, and it definitely needs, what do you call that thing I'm looking for? Higher FOV, because I believe the FOV is actually 45. Like, check this out. I tried to change the FOV by bringing up the console, CL_FOV space, and I did like 90. Notice the only thing that changed, if I get rid of this, look at my UI. It's all screwed up. So CL_FOV
Collision.
45. Oh look, it's a little bit less than it should be. Let's hope this guy doesn't shoot at me while I'm messing around. So it looks like the FOV is actually 55 right now, because that looks about right. Maybe it's a little bit less. Can we try like just 50? Nope. Just typing in numbers in the middle of a battlefield. Let's see. At least it's only one enemy left, right? That looks about right. I wish I had remembered exactly how it was before. I think it is about 55, though. So yeah, it's a bit strange. It's, you know, PC Master Race game only has an FOV of 55. I mean, come on, your situational awareness, okay, maybe they want you to press tab and look around. But let's be honest, I can't turn while I'm doing this. I can rotate like this and go forward and back, but I can't actually turn, which is a very, very bad thing. And also I found that Scott Manley, as I mentioned earlier, I'll link to his video so you can hear all he talks about. I actually have a fair amount of respect for him when it comes to space simi stuff. He was talking about how the HOTAS setup he's got is the X52, which I think is actually the same one I have. Yeah, it is. It was like very, very troublesome. There were a lot of missing buttons. I think a lot of that, frankly, is to do with the fact that it's early days and they're all not bound. But it is fairly annoying that there's a few things that seem like they should be a little bit simpler. I don't know. I'm gonna stop babbling on that subject. I really am enjoying it a fair amount. Oh wow, yeah. With ComSat disabled, I really am just drifting downwards, I think, or I've stopped. Let me see. Yeah, I stopped. Silly me. Let's turn that ComSat back on. What differences do we really feel with this, shall we? We'll do some flying with it back on and see what I really notice the difference is. And by the way, in this video, I'm just going to pretty much go until I get killed 3 times, which is how this actually works, is that once you die 3 times, it is over. And the highest I've made it is wave 10, and all my buddies were dead, and there were about 10 enemies coming after me. It wasn't the best. I think he might have dodged that.
Collision.
Oh no! Hey, hi! Oh god, Jesus. Oh, Mary and Joseph. So, that's 2 deaths, isn't it? And I think both were from colliding with things. Look at my pretty ship. Surprised that killed me, frankly. I'll have to go back and look at the footage and see what my speed was. It was probably like 50 meters per second. It felt slow, but it wasn't. Oh, right, and now I'm all confused because it's back to this. Control F again. Oh, much better. Much better. Now I feel like I'm actually flying the ship and not whatever was going on a second ago. And let's just try to line up with this little guy on his own and give him a missile right up the backside. If I can get around this, I'm holding shift boost. I'm not going to collide with anything. See, it's like the time she does warn me about collide the most, and I notice it, are when I'm not going to hit anything. Oh, hi. No. Oh, that would have been perfect for a non-targeted shot. Ah, he was so close. And one of my people just committed suicide. Awesome. Let's just grab this guy here. Oh, for God's sakes. I'm pressing R and stuff and it wasn't targeting, so I'm just gonna try to do I know it's not orthodox, but I'm gonna try to shoot at this guy without any of the aim-assisted systems. Okay, that was a mistake. I'm gonna die. I'm so going to die now because I've just decided to be stupid.
Port shields down.
Okay, let's calm down.
Shields charging. Alert. Aft shields down.
Yes, I know. Aft shields are down. Thank you. Thank you very much. I found that those are the shields you want down, though, because if you lose your cockpit, you're dead instantly. I did lose my front shields before, and it was just like instant death. How did he... Okay, I thought he dodged my missile for a second! I need depth of field here or something. I'm getting pretty bad at this. Okay. Let's see, who else we got? Oh, 2 more enemies. That's not too bad. So we'll just line up with that little green. Yeah, it's a much better when you lock it with control F to the center. Even though I'm missing like crazy here, it's still much more enjoyable. Also, by the way, you can overheat your weapons, which is troublesome. I think there's a rock in front of me.
Charging.
There it is.
Destroyed.
That missile is smarter than me. Either that or maybe it was my buddy who shut it down. Now I'm just taking the credit.
Target destroyed.
Oh, I keep hitting the wreckage! I need to be more cautious. Okay, it looks like there were actually 3 enemies left. And he's behind me and to my left and up above me, actually. He's right there. The radar thing at the bottom is actually pretty cool. It's sort of, you know, this big orange circle is the plane that you're on. And then, of course, there's the plane of the whole area, which is that big blue sort of circle. I call it circle. I'm actually talking about... Well, yeah, there's circles, but they're flat, not the sphere. And when you rotate like this, you can see there's this sort of like stick that comes off of it that directs you towards the enemy to kind of give you an idea of, you know, how far away the enemy is. And this guy's actually pretty close. Let's go ahead and stop. Come on. And I don't know what he's doing, but he's like just sitting there. He might have lost his systems. Woo! Yep. Oh, that's pretty cool looking. That's pretty cool looking. Alrighty, and then they'll disable comsat so I can go backwards. I have found that out, is comsat. Let's go backwards. Oh no! Ugh, and then I fracking ran into it anyway. Brilliant. I was, for some reason, thinking I'd be going slower. I turned comsat back on though, so no dice. Boop, 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 boop. You're going to collide with something. Boop, 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 boop.
Port shields down.
Oh, bloody hell.
Scanning.
Oh, missile! Where?
Alert. Aft shields
Well,
down.
I think something hit me.
Flare.
Why am I not going forward?
Alert. Starboard shields down.
I'm holding W, by the way.
Flare.
There, now I feel like I'm actually moving. I don't know what the heck was going on there. I guess it was because I still had downwards force going downwards, but oh.
Collision.
Yeah. The back of my ship's gone. Okay, guys, well, I think that's about it for me. Can I actually... Yeah. And of course the scoreboard's warped right now. Doesn't show up with your actual stuff. If you hold left alt while you're in game, it'll actually show up. But not so much at the end of the game. It just shows scoreboard. Your name is non-existent, and so is your score. Yeah.
Vanduul Aerospace. All systems online.
So anyway, there you go. That was me getting killed 3 times and fiddling about a wee bit with, yeah, the Arena Commander actual combat mode. The Vanduul Swarm, as it is called. A lot of fun. Actually, a lot of fun. Last night when I was playing it, pretty fun, and then I just kept playing and playing, and it's been hours now. It shouldn't be as fun as it is. There's no strafing and stuff. Why is it still fun? I don't know. It just is. I'm enjoying it an awful lot. Oh, by the way, when I first got into this today, the ladder only came down halfway. I'm thinking it was because I was standing right here and it had some sort of collision detection, but when I backed up, still didn't come down the rest of the way, and then I just hovered up it when I clicked F to get in. Fairly strange. And anyway, one last thing, you can actually go ahead and alter the weapons on these vehicles. I believe I talked about this yesterday, but you can do so, and it will actually make a difference. So if I was to go ahead and take you and let's just pull, oh wait, go to weapons first, there we go, and just pull this off, boop. Now we got nothing there. We close this, and we go back and look at our ship. You'll notice that the turrets are gone from the top. So if we were to actually get into it and go flying back out there, you'll notice that, well, you'll see.
Systems online.
Boop, 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 boop. Yep, here we are in the actual game, and now if I go ahead and first off lock that way I'm not battling about, have our brakes on, go to external view, you can see, yeah, we're just missing the whole middle section there, which means we can look through the center of our own ship and see the big beam if we like. Also, by the way, if you fly into that beam, I am very depressed at what happens. Not that you die, no. I'm depressed at the lack of interesting death. That's all that happens! Blow up everything on the ship. Come on, you flew through a big death beam. Just set off all those little pieces that pop off all at the same time. Everything destroyed. That would be awesome. Anyway, that's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching.
All systems online.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this game far more than I should be. I don't quite know why, but I really am. And thank you to those people who have pointed out stuff like this decouple-y thingy and the constab that I have no idea what it does, but for some reason, maybe just pressing it somehow makes me feel like I'm flying better. I don't know. I'm enjoying it, though. And, yeah, that's that. Again, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. I never really looked at the planet. It's actually kind of pretty.